The Supreme Court is expected to rule by the end of the month whether to add a citizenship question to the census. Now, the census decides how many representatives each state gets in Congress and how hundreds of billions of federal dollars are spent. That would make a big difference here in Texas, where more than 11% of the population aren't citizens. The Trump administration wants a citizenship question added. Joining us to talk about this is Chicano activist Tony Diaz and former Republican congressional candidate Justin Lurie. Glad to have you here. Why would it be wrong to ask this question if someone is taking the census?
Well, we got to put Texas first. If we don't count everybody, we're going to lose anything from congressional seats to how many electoral votes we're worth, and also funds that may come to the state. So we got to make sure everyone feels counted. And I think with that question to me is unconstitutional. We'll see what the Trump-appointed Supreme Court decides, but it's going to cost Texans money if everyone isn't counted, and I don't want people asking me my papers, so why should we ask if people are citizens on that form?
Tony is completely forgetting that we've been asking this question for literally hundreds of years. It started in 1820, a citizenship question was asked, all the way through to 1950. And then in 1970, a citizenship question was asked in 1 out of 38 of the census forms. And now we're asking to do it on all the forms. Since when is it a moral question about finding out how many citizens live in a country? The United Nations says that this is a best practice.
All right. So why would it be wrong or cause harm if you ask that question? It's a simple question.
Well, let's get this straight. Trump has rigged the Supreme Court. They're probably going to let this un-American policy in. I'm not going to answer that question. Like, right, if people walk up to me and ask me if I'm a citizen, I'll sue them, okay? So I'm not going to answer it. But we need to start informing Latinos in Texas to fill out the forms anyway and skip it. And I'm going to troll the census because it is unfair and it's un-American, and I want to make sure that we get all the funds that we deserve.
Tony, you're
You're
absolutely right. If someone doesn't like the question, they can always just ignore and skip the question and keep moving on. This isn't infringing anybody's rights. It's been part of our country for years. And this is a very strange moral question all of a sudden. Since when are we drawing these boundaries and saying we can't find out who actually lives in our country or not?
It's logical and civil rights.
Well, we will talk about this later. Thank you, guys.